Folks, today I am joined by O'Shea Jackson Jr., an actor you know from projects such as Straight Outta Compton, Den of Thieves, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and his new film Cocaine Bear, which hits theaters on February 24th. Thank you so much for your time today, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
I'm curious what your reaction was when your agent calls you and says, "Yo, Shay, I've got this script about a 500-pound bear that's on the gas." Like, what? Like, are you like you're fired, or are you like you get a raise? How's that call work out?
Man, I damn near made the call myself because I when Elizabeth got the rights, I retweeted it and was like, "Yo, this movie's gonna be nuts." Elizabeth saw that and then hit my agent like, "Yo, does he want to be a part of it?"
What?
I'm like, "Yeah, you have to do a movie like that. I have to have that in the resume." It's how could you not? How could you not want to at least be aware of what's going in the script? There's no way that you can see a movie like Cocaine Bear and not want to go immediately.
Was it as fun as it looked to shoot? Because y'all seem like you had a great time.
Yeah, it's fun. It's even funner when when you bond with your castmates. Me, Alden, my man Aaron Holiday, even the late Ray Liotta. We all got along so easily that you love being able to be excited to go to work.
Yeah.
To see somebody to bounce off and work together to blend styles. It was a great time, man.
So you're someone who has done a Star Wars project. So this is not your first time dealing with CGI, but I'm curious what it's like to portray fear in the face of something that's not there, particularly something as absurd as a cocaine bear. So whatever sort of CGI tool they used, what were you picturing in your mind? Were you picturing the cocaine bear? Were you picturing something scarier?
Yeah, they had this big dude, Alan Henry, all black spandex on walking on four stilts with Koki's head on him. So it was yeah, you definitely can visualize it a lot easier. And you've never seen Alan before, but the idea of him in spandex will bring any man to scream. It's so
Sorry,
yeah,
Alan.
it was easy to get there.
Man, that sounds like the MVP of the shoot right there.
Yo,
Uh,
definitely. Alan Bear.
So speaking of the late great Ray Liotta, you also shared some scene with Isaiah Whitlock Jr., but those are two dudes who are known for their drama. So I'm curious what you picked up off of them in terms of balancing whether it be in a film or a career at whole, comedy and drama.
I've really, the best times when you get to be with legends like that are off camera. The makeup trailer, sitting around on set in your set chairs, complaining about food, just those type of things to kind of be with the person and not the myth, the legend.
Hmm.
It's those are the things that you really appreciate. Those are the things that bond you together. Those are the things that when you see each other outside of the project, that you point at each other because you remember, man, we
My
Ireland,
boy, my boy.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, those dudes are great. Isaiah was great. He's a junior, I'm a junior. We got a kick out of that. Ray Liotta, legend, great trash talker, and yeah, somebody who I wish I could see at the after party, but life has to go on, and I feel
Well,
like he left his mark and left us with a banger in
yeah, and
Cocaine Bear.
I've got to ask now. When you say he's good at talking trash, are you thinking of something specific or?
No, just he's got a sharp wit.
Yep.
Just like little things. It's not like he was it's not like a major thing. He's just a smart ass.
Yeah.
And
Yep. Got you.
I love being a smart ass. I'd rather be a smart ass than a dumb one. So it's just like, it's just somebody with a quick wit is easy to improv with, easy to bounce off of. And you get to have fun, especially when you really get your feet wet.
So Shay, one of the things I like about your career most is, well, hey, I just think you're probably one of the most genuine celebrity Twitter followers out there. The way that I see you tweet, you sound like one of us, just a fan, whether it be about sports or your work. So I imagine that fandom in you popped up when you were on the set of Obi-Wan. So I'm curious, what was that first moment where you sort of had an out of body, like, holy shit, I can't believe this is going down right now?
Definitely just being there. I remember being like half an hour early my first day. Just super, just excited, just ecstatic. Couldn't believe where I was. Deborah Chow, I will forever be grateful to that lady. She chose me. I was on the set of Swagger and my agents were like, "Yo, we need you to be available on Wednesday." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Yeah, at 12 o'clock. You're having a meeting. We can't tell you what it is." And it was Deborah Chow, and I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "Yeah, so as you know, we're doing the Obi-Wan Kenobi series." Okay. And yeah, so it follows him. He's a Jedi down on on himself. He thinks he's killed his best friend, and we really want to explore him, kind of getting back into the Jedi way. All right. And so, like, yeah, you're going to be a part of this thing called the Path. And so I'm like listening to this conversation, and all I'm thinking is, you shouldn't be telling me all this stuff. I haven't signed an NDA or like anything. Like, you're letting out a lot out of the bag.
I'm the wrong one.
And I was like, so, like, okay, you want me to read some sides, or like, how we doing this audition? She's like, no, we want you. You got the part. Wow. And so, like, I'm ecstatic. My first day, I'm ready to go. And I just remember walking on that set, and when you see Ewan in his gear, it is like, there's no way you can tell me he don't have powers. Like, I just wanted to just talk to him like all day about the stuff and just nerd out. And it is by far the best job I ever had, because it's something that little kid SHEA wouldn't be able to believe we did.
Did you try to stick around on set on days that they would shoot, like the big?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
bro. There was if I wrapped at 4 and they wasn't done till 10, I'm right with crew. I watched Vader and Reva's fight. I'm not nowhere near that scene. Like, I'm kicking it with Hayden. I'm talking to Hayden. Like, it's yeah, dude, it was a dream come true, and I didn't want it to end. And when I found out they only gave us 6 episodes, I almost tore that set to pieces.
Damn.
It's yeah, dude, forever
Awesome,
grateful
so
to Deborah Chow.
I've got to start to wind down here, so I want to swing over to Den of Thieves, one of my favorite crime films of the last 5 or so years. And the scene that I am most curious about is when Gerard takes you like hostage, and you are just beat to shit, and Gerard is in his element, fat and sweaty and smoking and drinking. When you're taking a beating as well.
Yeah.
When you think back to that day of shooting, what pops up in your mind?
Gerard was scared to choke me. Gerard was like, in my mind, the way I look at filming is, we got to get it right one time. You get it right one time, and we get out of here. So, like, if you look, when I grab his arm, I'm really pushing it up. I'm a pro wrestling fan, so I know how to sell. So, like, bro, you get that up there, I'm pushing his arm up. I got spit flying. I kicked my shoes off. Like, I did the whole 9, bro. I'm like, yo, let's get it. And I think the biggest compliment Gerard Butler ever gave me was he said, dude, you're crazy. I was like, yeah, man, thanks.
Awesome. All right, bro. I've got to wrap here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Of course, man. Thank you.
Cheers.